Today we're participating in round 4 of the Aus-NZ Combined Intercontinental GT Challenge. This is Triple Crown Racing, let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome to Sakitto Circuit on Project Cars 2 for the Aus-NZ Combined Sakitto 10 Hours. This is the 4th round of the Intercontinental GT Challenge, and Sakitto is the Project Cars 2 version, or just the Project Cars version, of the Suzuka circuit. And it is actually a very similar circuit to Suzuka, actually going through these S's here. You will see very similar characteristics to the real-life Japanese circuit. And we're currently in practice now. Our time that we've set so far is good enough for 6th place, and I believe this is actually going to be our fastest lap in the practice session. So just coming through this double right-hander, this will all be very familiar to you as we come under the bridge. You will notice that some of the elevation changes are a bit different, and some of the locations for the corners are a little bit different as well. So we're on the run towards the spoon section. It's pretty much, this section of the track is pretty much the same as it is in real life. So just entering the spoon section now, with a little bit of oversteer throughout the corner, but other than that we've taken it relatively well, and a bit of oversteer on exit, but we've managed to save it. So on the run to 190R, I believe this corner is. I'm getting them mixed up with a few of the other Japanese tracks. And I think we just lift off slightly, and then we're back on the power. And then this is where the track is very different. Instead of the final chicane, we have this long, fast, sweeping right-hander that goes down the hill. And I actually prefer this to the real track because it's a really exciting corner to take. And we're about to cross the line with a time of 1 minute 45.5, and I believe that was our fastest time in practice, and at the end of it, it was good enough for 7th place. So Sato, he's looking really quick, the only man in the 42s. Then there's Cosmic Robbie, who is driving on the championship leading team. And now we're going to move on to qualifying, and this is the end of our fastest lap in qualifying. As you can see, we're right on the limit coming through the final corner. We're currently in 9th place, however I believe that was an out lap, and coming across the line now with a time of 1 minute 44.7, which is good enough for 6th place once again. However, it's only good enough for 8th at the end of the session. So Sato's topped the session once again, followed by Highlander from Mercedes 1-2. Triple Rotor Racing's in 3rd place, followed by Whopper, Fish Racing, Night Pegasus, Cosmic Robbie, who's surprisingly far down. He's actually been out-qualified for Night Pegasus, so that's a really good result for him. Then it's me, Woodylizard, and Right Soa. So the Acuras are all really towards the back, while the Mercedes are towards the front. However, we do have a long race ahead of us, so let's see what we can do during the race. So here we are at the end of the formation lap, getting ready to go racing. We're all in our positions. We're starting alongside Cosmic Robbie. The lights are coming on, and Cosmic Robbie looks like he's already going for it as we go green, and he's already made up a couple of spots already, and he is charging towards the front. That might have been a little bit of a jump start, but it is perfectly legal. On the run towards turn 1, and there's tyre smoke. Fish Racing is going around, and we make a little bit of contact with him. However, we escape relatively unscathed. However, it's Cosmic Robbie who got the brunt of that, and he actually pulls over and lets me right on through. So we're up into 5th place at the end of the first lap. Well, at the start of the first lap, and that's already up from 8th place. Fast forward about 13 minutes into the race, and Woodylizard is making an attack through the spoon section. He's right on the inside. It's the battle of the Acuras for 5th and 6th, so Woodylizard has actually caught up from the start of the race, and we've managed to evade him for this time by. However, he is looking very racy behind us, so we'll have to see how this battle plays on throughout the race. Now, fast forward later, well, at the start of the next lap, and we've gone wide in turn 1, which has given Woodylizard the space to try and go through. We're side by side going through towards the S's. Let's see who yields. It's Woodylizard on the inside, and we've held it around the outside, so we've held on to 5th place for another lap. Woodylizard is mounting an attack behind us, and fast forward 4 minutes later into the race, and Woodylizard looks like he's going to make a move into turn 1. Let's see if we can hold it around the outside. Woodylizard looked inside, but it looks like we're just going to hold it for the time being. We remain in 5th place. Now, let's see what else Woodylizard will try and do. Fast forward to, well, 32 minutes into the race, and we are just coming up to lap right sower, and he lets us go by relatively easily, and all the while it's given me a little bit of time to escape from Woodylizard. So 29 minutes left in the race, and as you'll see in a second, Woodylizard will actually come into the pits to make his mandatory pit stop, and what we're going to do now is we're going to schedule a pit stop for the next lap to try and overcut Woodylizard. And it looks like we'll do that relatively easily. So we're into the pit lane, into our pit box. We don't make any repairs, we don't add any fuel, we don't change tyres because we simply don't need to. And it's a 5-second stop, and we come out far ahead of Woodylizard. However, that is Fish Racing, who's just gone by, who was involved in the opening skirmish and ended up turned on lap 1. So he has just gone by. However, fast forward later into the lap, coming through the spoon section, Fish Racing, he gets loose in that Golf Mercedes, and it's given us another place. We're up into 6th position with 25 minutes to go, and, well, I think we're actually going to be coming towards the end of the session soon. Yes, we are. So, the checkered flag is out at the end of session 1, and we come through to finish 6th, a very respectable 6th place, and, well, it wasn't the most exciting race, but no news is good news. So, Sato has topped the session, followed by Highlander, Triple Rudder Racing, Whopper. Cosmic Robbie gets himself back up into 5th place. We bring it home in 6th for session 1. Woodylizard comes home 7th. Fish Racing comes home 8th. Night Pegasus comes home 9th. And Right Sower comes home 10th. However, the following night, we'll be handing over to our teammate Speed Racer to see what he can do in the second session of the race. Let's find out. So here are the final race results. Uncrewed Squid and Whopper actually won in the Garage 59 McLaren, followed by Dark Racing 40 and Triple Rotor Racing. And there, in 3rd place, it's me and Speed Racer. We've taken yet another podium for the season, and we've actually beaten Shads and Cosmic Robbie. Highlander did it the entire race by himself in the Black Falcon Mercedes. Dado Racer and Woodylizard brought it home 6th. Taipan, Samurai and Fish Racing came home in 7th. RSJ and Right Sower came home in 8th. Lockie and Sato. Lockie got unlucky in the second session of the race, and his Xbox actually started to screw him over, and he had tyre temp issues, which meant he found himself spinning out a lot. And rounding off the field in 10th place is Masuzo and Night Pegasus. Now, here are the championship standings. Speed Racer and I have actually moved up into 2nd place, while the number 147 Slightly Mad Racing Acura retains its lead at the top of the championship. However, we have actually jumped the number 124 Cash Show Mercedes of Lockie and Sato, so that'll be something to look forward to in the final round of the championship. It's a 5-point difference in 2nd place. So I think on that note, it's about time to end. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next round of the Intercontinental GT Challenge. Goodbye.